welcome to day number 22 of our Christmas Advent Yoga. So we are almost there at Christmas, only a few days away now. And I hope you're feeling in the Christmas spirit despite everything that is going on right now. We are almost there, so keep going with it. We are today going to be doing a twist and flow session. So this is going to be releasing tension through the back. We will also be doing some little twists through the legs as well and the arms. So be really mindful of your body, especially before, as I said, anyone who is pregnant, it is advised for you not to do any twists. So perhaps you wish to go back to a previous flow from another day. Also, if you've had any recent surgery in the abdominal area, or perhaps if you've got any back or neck injuries, this might also not be the flow for you today. So again, please go and find another flow from our previous days if you wish to do a session today. And also, if you are new to our camel pose, which is what we're going to be doing at the end of the class, again, be really mindful, listen to the steps. It is quite a back bend, so do again just be listening to your body and making sure that you're keeping yourself safe at all times. But otherwise, we are going to come and sit down on our mats, cross-legged and sitting up nice and tall. Okay, so sitting comfortably on your sitting bones, sitting nice and tall, legs crossed. Spine nice and long, and you can sit on a block if you need to. Relax the eyes, the shoulders, the hands, the jaw. Start to center yourself, becoming aware of any space that you have within the body and just noticing if you're holding tension anywhere. Just feeling everything relax. Bringing the hands to the heart, sending them up towards the sky. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist, bringing left arm across to right thigh. Taking your right hand to the back of the mat. Inhale, lifting up, deep breath in, and exhale, we twist the other way, gazing towards that left shoulder, right arm to the thigh. Inhale, lifting up, deep breath in, exhale, turn the palms up towards the sky, lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders, gazing forwards. And then releasing the hands round behind you, placing them onto the lower back, drawing the shoulder blades back and down. Place the hands onto the earth, release the legs as you come up into tabletop position. Knees underneath hips, wrists underneath shoulders, gazing forwards and come into your cat and cow. So lengthening up, arching the spine into your cat and exhale into cow. Inhale, lifting up, lengthening the arms again, drawing the shoulder blades apart and exhale into your cow pose. Exhale into cat. And then again, inhale, gazing forwards into cow. Tucking the toes under, send the hips up towards the sky. Lengthening the arms, pushing through the hands, lengthen the spine, soften the knees and lift the heels off the mat if you need to. And then coming forwards into cobra, not coming through your chaturanga, but just dropping the hips down. You can go upward facing dog if you like. Again, lengthening through the spine, pushing through the arms into your downward facing dog. And then rippling forwards into your cobra or upward facing dog. Lower the chest down towards the ground, take the hands wide, deep breath in, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up onto the fingertips, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes under, lifting up and back into your downward facing dog. Taking hold of the outside of the right leg with the left arm into a little downward facing dog twist. Bring the left hand back down, a couple of breaths, and then repeating on the other side, crossing the other way, taking your right arm to the outside of your left shin. Release back into downward facing dog. Couple of breaths. And then drop down to the knees, untuck the toes. Exhale back to child's pose. Start to come back up onto all fours. We lift up with the right arm, deep breath in, exhale, feed it underneath your left arm, coming down to the shoulder. Thread the needle. And return back to center. Inhale, lifting up with the left arm, deep breath in, exhale, twist. And then coming back up into tabletop, tuck the toes under and extend into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, walk or jump your feet forwards into Uttanasana, forward fold. Take hold of the left leg with the right arm, coming into your twist, bending that right knee, extending the left, and twisting the other way, sending the right arm up towards the sky, left hand to the outside of the right shin. Bend your left knee, little twist. Come back into your forward fold. Slowly rising up, lifting the arms up, deep breath in, exhale, bring the hands through to heart center. Start to just ground yourself through the feet, rooting down. We start to lift the right knee, interlace the fingers around the shin. Start to take your right arm all the way back. Little twist again, finding that balance. Bring the hand back around the shin, draw the knee in. Take hold of your two-piece fingers, bring your left hand towards your hip. You can keep your leg here or extend it forwards. You can keep a slight micro bend in that knee if you're not quite into the full stretch. Raised hand to foot pose. Keeping hold of that right foot, bring the knee in. You can place it down if you need to rebalance. Just drawing that knee in. And then extend into your warrior one, placing your right foot down behind you. We start to reach forwards as far as we can. Inhale, we lift back up. We start to bring the hands down, swinging the arms behind us. And then rooting down through that left leg, lift up the right knee. We're going into now our eagle pose. So starting to cross your right leg over your left, hands to the heart. Seeing if you can hold that balance. And then start to take that right leg all the way back again into warrior one. Straighten your left leg, reach forwards as far as you can, coming into your pyramid pose. Fingertips down to the earth or to two blocks either side of the feet, or perhaps you want to rest them on the shin or bring the hands to the heart. Start to bring the weight forward, step your right leg in, give it a little bit of a shake. Taking hold of the elbows, drawing the torso down a little bit more, relax the hands, lifting up. Head is the last thing to come up as you roll through the spine. Deep breath in, stretch up, and then interlace the fingers again around the left shin. Finding that balance as you take your right arm behind you. You can gaze towards that hand. We come back to center, interlace the fingers around the big toe. Either staying here or extending forwards, raised hand to foot pose. You can keep a bend in that knee if you need to. And then slowly release the foot down, holding that foot with both hands. Draw the knee in to stretch through the quads. Slowly release that left foot, extend it behind you, place the foot down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Hips are facing forwards. Feeling strong, reaching into that right leg. Reach as far forwards as you can. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach forwards. Start to swing the arms back. Inhale, slowly rise up. Bring the weight into that right leg. Lift the arms up. We start to take the left leg across the right, bringing the hands to the heart, working into our eagle legs. Release here. Start to extend your left leg back again, nice and slowly, and then plant the foot back down. Inhale, lift the arms up, warrior one. Straighten your front leg, reach forwards into pyramid pose. Again, making sure both feet are facing the right way, protecting that front knee if you need to. Start to bring the hands forwards, framing the leg, and then lift your right arm up, coming into a twist. Either staying here or start to lift up, coming into your high lunge, taking it into a twisted reverse warrior. Cartwheel the arms all the way down, framing that right foot. Send your right foot back to join your left, downward facing dog. Lift up with the left leg, rise up onto the right toes, draw the left knee in, step the foot through. Lengthen through the spine, plant your right hand on the inside of the left foot. Lift up with the left arm, gaze up towards the sky. And you can stay here if you want for a bit longer, or come into that little twist, lifting up into a twisted lunge. Finding that balance again as you reverse it backwards. Left hand to right leg. Cartwheel the arms all the way over, gazing forwards. Arriving now into your plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale up to cobra, sphinx, or upward facing dog. Drop down to the knees, extend the arms forwards, coming into puppy pose. Making sure that your glutes are above your knees. Sinking the chest down towards the mat. Softening down, extending the spine. Keeping the arms, the forearms on the mat. Shift the weight forwards to come into sphinx. Lower all the way down. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Deep breath in, lifting up into cobra and coming into little twists through the spine there, looking over each shoulder. Relax all the way down. We lift back up, deep breath in, and again come into little twists through the spine. Coming back through all fours and arrive in your child's pose. And then very slowly start making your way up onto your knees as we start to prepare ourselves for our camel pose. So I will be showing you different variations. Things to bear in mind is making sure that you're drawing everything up, keeping the spine long. You can place your hands on your lower back for protection and make sure that the hips are above the knees. So you're not leaning back, sending those hips forwards. So you may want to use 2 blocks, and I'm going to show you with and without the blocks. So arriving up onto your knees, you place the block on the outside of the feet. Lifting up the spine nice and tall. Start to lift up your right arm and start to send it back towards the block. Keeping your hips facing forwards, not leaning back. Make sure the neck is nice and long. And release back. And then we'll try again with the left side, so lifting the left arm up. Again, making sure your hips are forwards, not coming all the way back. And then release. And I always suggest coming into child's pose. It's a nice counter pose to come into after this back bend. Be mindful of how many times you try this. You might find you don't need the blocks. Perhaps you can come onto the back of the heels. So tuck the toes under and lift the heels up. We do just like we did before, send the right arm all the way back. Again, making sure that our hips are forwards, and we can use our other hand to help protect the back as we come back up. So again, taking now your left arm to the left heel and then slowly lifting up. Again, placing the hands onto the lower back if you need to and come into child's pose. So as you've probably guessed, we're going to try with both arms now. So if you use the block, place them there. Making sure those hips are forwards and are over the knees. We can then take one arm forwards, one arm forwards, and release into child's pose. And again, if you're not using the blocks, tucking those toes under, making sure that hips are above the knee. Slowly send one arm back and then the other. Now you want to make sure that the neck is long, so you don't want to keep the neck too much in. So gazing up towards the ceiling and also making sure hips are forwards. As you slowly bring one arm forwards, just make sure you're protecting the lower back as you arrive back into your child's pose. And then slowly coming back up onto the knees, tops of the feet pressing down into the mat, we start to take one arm back and the other, and you'll notice this time I haven't tucked my toes under, so I'm pushing my hips forwards, gazing up towards the ceiling. Now you can take your head back, but I only advise this if you are an advanced practitioner and you have no neck injuries, because it really does compress the cervical spine, which we don't want to do too often. So you're just coming back into your child's pose when you're ready. Take as long or as little as you need. So we're now going to come back onto our backs, draw the knees in towards the chest. Well, it's just little twists here, taking the arms out to the side, dropping the knees to the left. You can extend the left leg if you want to draw the right knee a bit closer towards you. Gazing towards the opposite shoulder. Coming back to centre and then dropping the knees over to the right, gazing towards the left. Again, the option is to extend that right leg if you would like, to help draw the left knee a bit closer. Just gazing either upwards or to the opposite shoulder. And then slowly release, drawing the knees in. Begin to extend the legs down the mat, coming into Shavasana. Relaxing here for as long or as little as you need. And thank you ever so much for joining me again for our practice today. We're almost at our Christmas Eve. So thank you, as I said before, for joining in for our Advent Yoga, whether this is your first or perhaps your 22nd practice. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you for joining in today. Don't forget to hit subscribe in order to follow the remainder of our Christmas Advent Yoga sessions. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Namaste.